Hi, I'm Terry Brock with terrybrock.com. I want to tell you about a book that I just read recently, really good that you need to know about that can help you enormously in today's fast-paced world by bringing in some of the tried and true principles from before as well as the new technology of happening today. It's from my friend Harvey Mackay. He's got his book out here, the Mackay MBA, Selling in the Real World. And this thing really is good. It's got so much, like Harvey's books, he puts a lot in there that really works. And the way he does it, I love. The writing style is such that you can read a little bit. He's got something like 85 bazillion chapters, actually 85 chapters in here, and they're great. And they're really good on like some of the tried and true material that we need to hear over and over again. Like for instance here, chapter 37, Overcoming the Fear of No. He talks about rejection as a part of life, and his friend Jonathan Robinson, who paid a friend $50 that he gave this friend $50, said, if I don't get 10 rejections from women, and then give me that, you don't have to give me that $50 back. So in other words, he had a monetary incentive to get out there and get rejected. So what Jonathan Robinson learned is as he went around, what didn't work and what did work, and he did get a lot of dates on this. This was when he was in college, and he turned the same strategy around. I think that it's really good the way he says it. And what Harvey says here, he says, you can't escape rejection. I learned it, but you can let it go. That is a really profound way of looking at things. And he says things like, dissect the thoughts under the microscope. Look at what's going on. Identify realistic fears. Focus on the moment. It's just practice. And be more assertive. He really has some good points here on that. A basic thing that we've heard before. A lot of sales books will talk about that. But Harvey takes what we've heard before and puts it in a whole new light that's really good. Here, I want to show you another thing here I marked in the book that I was going through reading it. Just wanted to share the whole thing with you. This one I thought was particularly good. Chapter 69, turning a tweet mindset into sales nest eggs. This stuff is really good. This is not just the old stuff, old school stuff that you would have heard in the 50s, 60s, 70s. He's got some of the really important concepts, but he's got new information here on Twitter. And not just, yeah, you need 140 characters. I mean, he does cover that, but he says a whole lot more here when he's talking to some people about how to do it. He talks to Sam Richter. Sam Richter, who is a person who really knows Twitter a lot. And he says the key is aggregation is the solution. Aggregation just means collecting and organizing. Once you start following many people, you may want to consider a Twitter aggregation tool like TweetDeck or Hootsuite. These and other services, some free, some paid, help you organize those you follow as well as aggregate multiple social networks or accounts. This is cutting-edge information. The work that I do with AT&T and the work that I do with other clients, we're aggregating information of what's being said to make scientific, data-based measurements of what's going on in social media. That's one of the real benefits of social media right now. Companies that are advanced are tapping into that right now. Harvey's talking about it and telling you how to do it. I mean, this is really good stuff. It's all part of his book. But then finally, I think where Harvey really excels, where he got my attention initially, is in networks. Here it is, chapter 75, Networks Have Power Ratings. Listen to this. Yesterday's network is not today's network. Your social network is not your business network. Your money, in quotes, network is not your, quote, experience network. Don't assume that one network automatically flows into another. Harvey is the master of networking. He knows how to do it in a practical, business-oriented way that's real. Harvey's not a person that we've seen from so many people that out screaming and yelling. Harvey is a guy that really does it right. He cares genuinely for people, and his book communicates it. Get out and get this book. I don't care what it costs. It ought to be costing like $300,000, and it'd be worth it. But it's a whole lot less than that. Get over there and get the book here, the Mackay MBA of Selling in the Real World, and a really good thing for you. I'm Terry Brock. Thank you very much for joining me.